marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Nix. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't book it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Leonard. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. A good pickup there at 22. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Spears with another carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Troy fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
2nd and 5.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Hot 70, hot 70.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Leonard. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
A give up the middle to Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix.
Wright's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Running left, it's Warren. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll give this to Wright, running right.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience, if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 7. They'll go play action with Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Bell. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, and 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Come on.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A final shot before break. Leonard. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
And an Excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's go now. Rock roll 80.
On the toss, it's Spears.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
On the jump. Ready, let's go.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Right back to Spears.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Out of the gun again to Spears.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Roll. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check out.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. The guy's man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And will manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reyes. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On the give, this is Wright.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Warren will try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He'll try and do this himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
On a handoff, it's right.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Nix to the air.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd down and goal coming up here. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jaylen Warren. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because we see...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Abdul Carter. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Leonard. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and goal.
Bronco switch.
Spears is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Hand off to Spears. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And here's a give to Spears. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
19 Lions. Cougar 19.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Steelers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in. His big tight end. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here's 1st down. They'll run with Wright.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Steelers have won the game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere